Yes, this is she. Oh, there must be some mistake. We're conservatives. You know, Republicans, we proudly voted for Donald Trump. No, you don't understand. We're MAGA. Proud MAGA. I see. Well, I'll just see about that then. Goodbye. Go, President. Oh, thank goodness, because I really need to get to work to talk to Gwen, and I don't want to be late, whatever. Morning, have you seen Gwen or Megs?
No, I haven't seen anyone
Morning, have you seen Gwen or Megs?
Nope, not for you.
Oh, Gwen, good morning. Look, I really need you to help me because the deep state has kidnapped Remington, Winchester, Smith & Wesson, and I'm hysterical. Wait, whoa, what are you babbling about, Karen? And who the hell is Remington, Winchester, Smith & Wesson? Remington, Winchester, Smith & Wesson, you know my son? Wait, you named your kid after all the major pew-pew manufacturers? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Look, Karen, unless the deep state happens to be a recruiter's office in a strip mall, I highly doubt that your precious Remington has been kidnapped, Karen. No, you don't understand. He got his orders. He's being deployed to the Strait of Hormuz, Iran. My baby is going to the sandbox. Oh, you mean the war, the one where President Trump bypassed Congress to provoke a regional conflict because his internal polling looks like a sinking ship, that war? It is not a war, Gwen, it's a freedom flex, like President Trump said on True Social when he said that we were just going over there to tidy up. But my Remington is being so mean to me. He just called me and he told me that him going over there is all my fault. Well, mathematically, he's not wrong. I mean, you did treat your ballot like a wish list for a reality TV show. How can you be so cold, Gwen? My son just told me that I voted him into a body bag. He's acting like a radical leftist. He said that President Trump is only doing this to delay the election and stay in power because the polls are dismal. Ah, imagine that. A man who refused to leave the first time is now using a global catastrophe to manufacture an emergency. Wow. It's almost like every political analyst with a brain cell didn't warn you that this was about to happen in 2016, 2020, and again in 2024. But President Trump loves the troops. He said that they were beautiful losers. No, I meant he said that he loves them. This must be some sort of trick by the Democrats to make the Republicans look bad right before the midterms. Yeah, that's what this is. Karen, honey, I hate to break it to you, but the Republican Party is currently a dumpster fire fueled by cheap spray tans and conspiracy theories. They don't need any help looking bad now. They've rigged the system so hard that they're accidentally tripping over their own gerrymandered lines. Gwen, this is serious. What do I do? Remington said he'll never take any of my calls again, and he told me that he hoped I enjoyed winning because he'll be dodging missiles. I'm hysterical, Gwen. Help me. Honestly, I would suggest a subscription to the New York Times and a sincere apology, but we both know that you don't do facts or remorse, so good luck with the Freedom Flex. Whatever, Gwen. You leftists are horrible. It's all your fault. And then I was like, go President Trump. But then Remington called in. Oh, Gwen, you have to help me. You're smart. You know things. You know legalities. Oh, hey, Karen, look, if this is about the office microwave smelling like burnt fish again, I've already filed a formal grievance with the universe. No, Gwen, it's about what I told you this morning. My baby boy, Remington. He got his orders. He's being deployed to Iran. Oh, right, to Iran, the war zone created by the administration that treats diplomacy like a demolition derby. You know, Karen, I'm so not shocked that my eyebrows are practically hitting my hairline. He's hysterical, Gwen, and he said it's all my fault. He said because I voted for President Trump, I basically signed his deployment papers myself, and he called me a casualty of my own ignorance, whatever that means. Well, that boy has a way with words. Clearly, he didn't inherit his vocabulary from the same alternative facts handbook that you did. You have to help me find a loophole. Can he claim that he has bone spurs, or maybe he can identify as a conscious objector? Karen, your political party spent 3 years calling conscientious objectors cowardly snowflakes, and bone spurs are a boutique medical condition reserved for people who own gold toilets. Remington is a soldier. He's going because your ordained leader decided a 30% approval rating was a great reason to start a regional conflict. That's not true. He's protecting our freedom. He's protecting a poll number. It's the oldest trick in the Republican playbook. When the domestic economy is a shambles and the public realizes that Project 2025 is a blueprint for the Handmaid's Tale, you find a country with oil and start a fire. It's like Wag the Dog, but with worse hair. But he's my son, and President Trump wouldn't hurt my family. We're MAGA. Well, some of us are MAGA. Karen, to that man, your son is just a chess piece in a game that he doesn't even know the rules to. You voted for the strong man, and now you're upset that he's acting like a man who wants to see how much strength he can waste. But Bell rang. If you're not gonna help me, at least get back to work. Gwen! Still not my boss, Karen. Oh, hey, Megs, please don't throw anything at me because it's about my precious baby Remington. Oh, hey, Karen, like the hoodie? I was thinking of you when I bought it. He's going to Iran, Megs. He's going to the war. And? And? What do you mean, and, Megs? He could die. The Iranians are furious, and Remington says that the whole world thinks that we're the aggressors. Oh, welcome to Earth, Karen. Glad you could finally join us because we tried to tell you. In fact, Gwen and I sat you down right here 2 years ago, and we tried to explain to you how Donald Trump's foreign policy was nothing but a ticking time bomb. You were just being Antifa and trying to scare me with your Project 2025 lies. Lies? It's a 1,000-page document, Karen, and I even offered to read it to you like a bedtime story since you refused to open it. It literally outlines the expansion of presidential war powers, but I believe you called it, what was it again? Oh, God's plan, yeah? Well, it looks like God's plan involves your precious Remington in the desert wearing Kevlar. You're being mean. Look, I just want to save my son. There has to be a way out, Megs. There was a way out, Karen. It was called a ballot, but you were too busy shouting fake news to notice that the man you worship views soldiers as suckers and losers. Look, he's losing the presidency, the polls are in the toilet, and he needs a distraction. And I hate to break it to you, but your precious son Remington's life just became that distraction. He wouldn't do that. He loves the troops. He loves parades, Karen. He doesn't love the body bags. You ignored the warnings because you liked the way he made you feel. Great. Well, how great do you feel now, Karen? I'll call the White House and tell them how I'm a loyal supporter, how I'm MAGA. Yeah. And then they'll let my precious Remington stay home. Go ahead. Call them. Tell them you're a huge patriot. I'm sure he'll stop a global conflict for a woman who thinks fact-checking is a liberal conspiracy. What do I do, Megs? You do what you told every other mother to do when it wasn't your kid. You suck it up, or you can finally admit that you were wrong and that you were a pawn in a game that just cost you your son's safety. I thought he was the chosen one. Oh, he was chosen, all right, by people like you who preferred a comfortable lie over the terrifying truth. Now, you run on home, Karen, and explain to your precious Remington how your vibe was more important to you than your son's life. Well, since I see you picking up your letter opener, I'll just go. Thanks for not helping me, Megs. Yeah, I probably should have just thrown it at her. Go, President Trump!